What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Cast Me Outside with Aaron Scholl. I'm your host, Aaron Scholl. Today's date is Thursday, January 16th, 2025, guys. Year of the cheeseburger. Year of the cheeseburger. Hope everyone's doing well out there. You know what? The Nintendo Switch 2 came out with the trailer. I figure it's number one trending, 10 million views in a day. The successor to the Nintendo Switch. It's releasing this year, baby. We can learn more if we accept the cookies. Alright, they just want you to watch the trailer. They're pumped. Nintendo did it again, guys. You thought they were maybe down and out with the Wii U? They brought out the Switch. Almost a decade? I don't know when the Switch first came out, but the Switch has been out for a long time. And millions of copies sold. Copies of the Switch. Technically correct. Not perfect, but I know what's great about the Switch is it's handheld. And that was actually what I liked most about Nintendo was its handheld gaming. I think in a lot of ways I was more of a handheld gamer growing up. Like I loved the Game Boy Color. I loved the Game Boy Advanced. Didn't really play a ton of SP, but then I got DS, excuse me. But I did get the 3DS, which these subtle tweaks. Nintendo will just do a subtle tweak, like the Wii U, the DS, the 3DS, the Switch 2. They are like, instead of just being like 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. For some reason, they all feel just like their own unique little snapshot of gaming at that time. But I love the 3DS. That was the first game that I ever got into Smash Bros. With, and I think for me, like, Smash Bros. Can get really intense with all like so many different things happening on the screen. Like I just like freaking lose focus. But with the handheld, I can like focus in, and I think with the handheld version, it's also probably the graphics are probably dumbed down. Like there's probably some simplification as far as like effects and amount of stuff on screen. So yeah, I freaking realized I loved Super Smash Bros. It's an awesome game. It's one of those games that's like great in its simplicity. It's like very arcadey. Like I like arcadey games like that where you're picking up, you're playing, you're in a match, you're in a battle royale, you're in like a quick little skirmish, and then you get thrown out, and then you go back in if you want to. I guess I like those arcadey games. But yeah, the 3DS was a big system for me. And I came on later to the DS. I think it was already onto the DSi by the time I got DS, and then that kind of reignited my love for Pokemon. I like played the shit out of White too, so I have like a super fond soft spot for Pokemon White 2. And speaking of twos, we got the Switch 2. I'm not gonna lie, don't play my Switch enough. I played Super Mario Odyssey on my Switch. I played half of Pokemon on my Switch. I got taken over. I'm a gaming addict. I'm a Fortnite addict. And you know what? All of my gaming has been reduced to that game. It's horrible. It really is definition. If definition is the narrowing of things that bring you joy in life, and I used to have this varied like library of games that brought me joy, and now I only have one. Addiction. Damn it, man. I don't know. Gaming addiction, definitely lamest addiction. Not even you're not even gonna be on my strange addiction. And at least like gaming, like gambling, there's a chance you could change your life and then really destroy your life. Gambling addiction. You destroy your life. You win big. And then you can really destroy your life. That's 100% what it is. But yeah, my poor Nintendo Switch is beautiful. I got good accessories for it. I got the Pro controller. I got game. You know what? I got Zelda. I didn't play through Zelda. That game looks sick. I played 10 minutes of it. It was awesome. Just the amazing e-store. I do feel like a big pool or FOMO when people are like, oh, the e-store's closing. Like the Xbox Live Store closed recently. I think 3DS closed recently. Yeah, and that was sick. It was sick to be able to just buy a Super Nintendo game and play it on your 3DS. That was freaking sick. Buy Game Boy games. I have gold and silver on my 3DS. I have Earthbound too. Earthbound as well. Yeah, the e-stores are sick, and then they're closing. Like, and Nintendo has a sick e-store. I'm like getting more and more comfortable with digital games. I guess all my games on my computer are digital games. Like, but I also think I like collecting a little bit more than I like video games as a whole. Like, I have the games that I love, but as far as like taking the time to dig into the history of video games and play through it, I like collecting. For some reason, I like collecting them. Maybe it's more of like an art thing. Maybe it's just my fondness for the games that I do love. But yeah, now a new era, post Switch, for Nintendo. Nintendo back on top with the Switch. That's what Nintendo does. It introduces something, and then 1 out of 5 people in America buy it. And and then those are like the core cultural icons. They might have some duds in between, but like, so they had the regular Nintendo, where Nintendo was almost a verb. Nintendo was almost a verb for video games. Like, we're playing video games, just we're playing Nintendo. So just the regular Nintendo Entertainment System, NES, 20% of people bought that. Changed video games forever. Home gaming was like on a solid foundation. You didn't have to go to the arcade anymore. And then, I mean, Super Nintendo, did okay. Not quite like there was a lot more competition when the Super Nintendo came out. N64 did okay. Revolutionized, like, made 3D gaming possible, but still didn't do quite the numbers that I feel like the NES did. In that time, the Game Boy came out, and they sold a shit ton of Game Boy, and I would definitely include the Game Boy up there. And then the Wii. They got everybody to buy the freaking Wii, man. And yeah, the Wii is cool. Its one gimmick works well enough in the games that are like made well. There's so much crap for the Wii, but the motion control gimmick, that got a lot of people playing video games, and it was fun. Wii Sports is fun. Wii Golf is fun. I remember a day where I hooked up my Wii and I played a couple holes of Wii Golf, and I thought, like, this is chill. This is a good chill time. And this was 4 or 5 years ago, or maybe less. So it was well past the life of the Wii, where I was playing Wii Golf and enjoying myself. And then it kind of flopped with the Wii U. The DS was holding strong. Nintendo always was the handheld system. Yeah. And then the Wii U flopped, but the Switch came, and the Switch, they basically were like, fuck it, we're mostly they merged. That's where their powerhouse of home consoles and powerhouse of handheld consoles converged to a 2-in-1, and the Switch has been kicking ass ever since. That's what it is people are willing to buy 2 Switches. You're not going to buy two PlayStation 5s, but you might have a Switch, or your kid might have a Switch Lite, and you might have a Switch at home because you're like a grown person who likes to play video games, an adult who games. And now the Switch 2. Let's see, man. Let's see. My guess would be if they're willing to like give it the same life cycle as the Switch. I wish I knew when the Switch came out. But if they're willing to give it that same amount of time from now to the Switch 3, or they're going to have to do something different. It's going to be like Nintendo Lens or Nintendo Visor. I don't know what they'll... my guess is it's going to be some sort of all-encompassing virtual reality thing. Do people play third... Yeah, I guess you probably could play third-person shooters on virtual reality. Yeah, I play Skyrim third person. I don't know if that's weird. Probably is because I'm a weirdo. Let's watch this Nintendo Switch 2 first look trailer. There he is. Blue and red. So essentially what's happening here is we're watching the glow up. This is like a big, like, they queer-eyed for the straight guy, the Nintendo Switch. USB-C and a headphone jack. So that's pretty sick. But I don't think we get to look at the dock, like the I/O for the dock in this. But USB-C headphone jack's not going anywhere, baby. Dude, wired headphones are. I'm not saying I wouldn't fall in love with a pair of wireless headphones. I never invested in a pair that I think is quality. It was quality enough. I bought super cheap Bluetooth headphones before, and I got what I paid for. They were cheap. That's how you're gonna know by the stand. It looks like they're keeping the same cartridge. But it's okay. Now these guys got to glow up. I will say the bigger controller is amazing. Right? That's actually something that kind of keeps me from gaming. Carpal tunnel. Like the holding the controller and the pressing just with your thumbs. I gotta learn the claw technique, so my thumbs aren't doing all this work. Cause yeah. Like I don't want to play video games and have my hands fucking hurt. But like the Switch ain't for babies anymore. The Switch are for grown ass, calloused hands. The hands of a lumberjack. Right? Hey. You know, you're not gonna know. Like I said, you're not gonna do the thing if it hurts you when you do it. Like, I wonder what that joystick feels like. Is that like saying they fixed the drift? Is that why they're like accenting the area around the joystick? Nice buttons. Those buttons look good. Oh, we're racing now. Hell yeah. I wonder what racing game's going to come out on this. And then that's the big thing. Is the user error of being unable to slide the joycons in and out from the screen is being fixed. We're just fucking plugging it in. This is like as nature intended it. Nature intended you to just stick it right in. No slide. We're not slipping and sliding. We're not like aligning things. No, because they do get stuck. So some design. This is like a good frame too. Like some design changes on just like the working parts or the interconnecting parts, and then bigger. So for adults, it looks a lot like the Steam Deck. in my mind. Like I didn't pay too much attention to this team deck, but something about like its like roundness. Like look at how round these edges are. The Switch was a lot more square. This is like becoming like a little pill. Oh yeah. This is our Return of the Jedi. Yeah, look at it. It's coming, guys. Oh. We actually got to go back. Look at these. Look at these bumpers right here. So I wonder what that is. I wonder if those are just a third trigger. If it's like R1, R2. I know they're not called R1, R2, but R1, R2, and then like a trigger. Like I know the paddles are pretty popular on high-end controllers. I don't think they were on the PlayStation 4 controllers, but they might be on the PlayStation 5 controllers. They have paddles underneath, just extra buttons, so you can use these fingers that are doing nothing back here. Genius. I'm surprised it took so long for that to happen. Or I don't really know when controllers first started doing that, but there it is. The Switch 2, the little dominoes, and then the 2 Nintendo Switch. Looks good, man. So possibly an extra button there. There it is. There it is. Let's get a look at Mario. It's looking like the proportions are really interesting on this Mario Kart. But yeah, Mario Kart 8 was a 3DS game. How crazy is that? And it was fun on 3DS. I played through at least 2 Mario Karts on the handhelds. Advanced Circuit. It was Super Mario Kart. Was just Mario Kart on the Game Boy Advanced, and then I played through. Maybe it was Mario Kart 7 on the 3DS, but super fun. Love Mario Kart. Soft spot for N64 Mario Kart as well. And there's the dock. All right, there's a cable. Okay, and it gets a second little thing, and then here we get another little taste of this. First look at the next Mario Kart. Look at that. Oh, the asphalt looks like it's got good textures there. This is looking different. We can go back. And maybe sound was a bad idea. Yeah. All right. Does that look comfortable though? The other one, like the built-in commercial was the built-in controller was pretty good. That came with the Switch, in my opinion. I thought that was a fine way to use the joycons, as just a single controller. But okay, I'll just read you guys the fine print. Plays Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive games as well as Nintendo Switch games. Nintendo Switch 2 plays both physical and digital Nintendo Switch games. Certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported on or fully compatible with Nintendo Switch 2. So, and they're going to tell us later. What do they show? They show Wonder. They show that it's playing both the games. And then here we can get like a little bit of a size comparison. I don't know, 10% bigger? It looks significantly bigger. Yeah, my poor Nintendo Switch that didn't get enough playtime. We're going to see if there's any other info at the end of this video here. Okay, for April 2nd. Yeah, so April 2nd, there's going to be an event, it looks like. Yep, Nintendo Direct. The big Switch 2 Nintendo Direct. So this April's going to be sick. We're going to be seeing new Pokemon. I definitely am not playing Pokemon as much as I have in phases in my life. But do they release one every year? It's got to be every other year, right? Because you do see that. You see that serialization where games and franchises feel they have to create new content every year. I mean, it's the thing about the sports games. It's like, does that cheapen it? And Call of Duty, like, does that cheapen the game? Like, yeah, of course, that high turnover rate. A game that the equally talented people work for 2 years on is probably gonna be better than the game that they work for 1 year on. But who knows how that development cycle works? So maybe I'm just talking out my ass. All right, April next Nintendo Direct. That's gonna be fun. Oh, and hands-on event if you want to touch a Nintendo Switch 2. 2 Wii U. I don't know. The naming things. Nintendo and its eccentricity. Nintendo and its eccentricity, man. Yeah, well, there's some eccentric motherfuckers. Nerdy artists. Right? It was like video game people or people who, that level of like coding as creativity. Super interesting. What happened? What's up? What's up? That was the first 2/3 of the episode. I guess we can stop talking about the Nintendo Switch 2. But obviously, I like Mario. I'm a big Nintendo fanboy. Sorry, burping up the fish oil. Oh man, life. Definitely need to take a breath. That's something that I haven't been doing is the mindfulness. I wanted I wanted to do meditation this year, but it's 16 days into the year, so I already failed. Can't meditate. Gonna have to wait until 2026. I don't make the rules. That's just the way New Year's resolutions work. If you don't do it every day from day one, you gotta revert back to your base self for the rest of the year. No, I'm kidding. Maybe talking about it here will inspire me. Inspire me to sit down and close my eyes for 5 minutes. I had like I had like a week or two that I meditated every day in a row. Only 10 days probably. And even after that 10 days, I was having like interesting like internal experiences. Like once I heard a voice that was kind of interesting. Like, and it was a little scary too. So I'm not going to tell you what the voices in my head say. You already have to listen to the voice from my mouth. Oh boy. But yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if it's just I do too much or I don't do enough of the right thing so that I feel stressed out. But yeah, meditation. I haven't forgotten about it. I haven't forgotten that it's a New Year's resolution. If you meditate and watch this far in the video, tell me your favorite way to meditate. Or tell me how long you do it for, on average. I'm a believer of starting small. I went to the gym yesterday, lifting not a lot of weight. Your boy's not lifting a lot of weight at the gym today. And, that is almost the embarrassing thing about the gym is everybody gets to see how much weight you're lifting. But what do I want? I want to feel good. I want to be strong. Like relative. I want to be like stronger than I was last year. I think that's probably fair. Put it in the context of my life. And I want to be fit. And honestly, I was looking at myself in the mirror and I think it was just like a little glance, but I think I'm looking pretty trim. Like how's the neck's not looking too flabby. I mean, I can get the double neck to work. But yeah, you know what it is? It's definitely not eating shitty food. And probably not drinking alcohol too. Duh. But yeah, man, is it true that you are what you eat? That's why my favorite girl. That's why my girlfriend's favorite food is the Impossible Burger, because it really is true. You are what you eat. That's right. She's impossible. Okay. Come see me live at an open mic night. I'm number 25 out of 30 comedians tonight, so you can show up late. You'll still see me. And you can leave early, and you won't miss me. You won't be like, comedians 1 through 15, we're good. But I really wonder about the 16 through 30. I really wonder if I missed the next Dave Chappelle. Young Dave Chappelle. And that's the thing, is I wonder what it was like to see young Dave Chappelle. I mean, we can watch him. He was on one of those talk shows, Letterman or the other guy, and so we can see like young, skinny, like he got jacked. He just grew up. He just got a man body. Skinny him, and it's like, but that's when he was good enough to be on late night show, like late night television. It'd be interesting to see him like year 2, and if it was like, oh, this guy, he's got it. I just want to know, is it? Would we be able to tell that he got it? Would we see the difference in the spark? Would it be easy to tell that early on? I think what it comes down to like, it's boring, but it comes down to like focused practice. Yeah. Deliberate practice. There we go. Maybe that's a little bit better. But yeah, I should meditate, because I'm feeling a little wonky tonky. Tomorrow's Friday. I got open mic tonight. Man, it's good. It's good. I wrote down 1 or 2 funny things, so that's actually exciting. I need to do like an actual pen and paper writing session, or a hands-on keyboard, and that's it, writing session. You know, I trick myself when I'm writing comedy. I think that writing the one-liner or the one little like punchline memory jogging idea is writing. That's not writing. That's like taking a note to write later. In my mind. From what I want for myself. I think there would be a lot of people who are like, okay, yeah, but you are writing it down, and that is, you know, how you're gonna remember it. It's, you know, how you're gonna get it on stage to see if it works. Like, you're gonna get it there by writing it down, at least in my style. So you're not letting the idea just dissipate to the whirlwind of your mind. I don't know. But yeah, I should be excited for comedy. I should be excited for these 2 things. You know what I'm feeling? I'm just feeling a little scattered with comedy too. I think I still need more practice at certain time lengths, and I just feel in my bone that I'm not getting it. So it's it sucks, because it's something that I really want to be good at and something that I'm really passionate about. So I gotta change something so I can get more of that. But hey, I know what I want. I'm gonna start looking for it, and hopefully in looking for it, I'll see a way to get it. But yeah, tomorrow's Friday. Oh, I'm finally gonna do, guys, this weekend. If things go well, I can have the perfect desk. I can have it. I got this new PC to put together. Obviously, that's gonna be. Oh, I'm gonna be so close to. But yeah, I can at least do the raising part, which I really need it to be up 1 inch, and I have the tools to do that. So I almost forgot. I forgot about raising my desk until today. So once I get this new setup. Hopefully that'll give me another boost of motivation to use it and do the work. But yeah, Switch 2, guys. If you made it this far, let me know what you think in the comments below about the Switch 2. How often do you play your Nintendo Switch? Like I said, I don't play mine as much as I would like. But, fun episode. Love a little bit of video game news. But that's it for today's episode of Cast Me Outside. It's been a lot of fun, but we're done. Gotta run. Thank you this time for your time. And until next time, keep on living and loving. Peace.